According to Brett Siegel of Clutch Points, the Miami Heat were open to trading him, but only if they got an instant impact player and a first-round draft pick before 2028 in said trade. And well, that kind of defines why the Lakers probably couldn't make a trade for him. Reports said that they were trying to make a trade for him at one time, even potentially made an offer, and the Miami Heat made a counteroffer, one that included anything from Rui Hachimura, Dalton Knecht, and a first-round draft pick. But this kind of tells why the Miami Heat wouldn't want their trade package. The Lakers can't offer a first-round draft pick prior to 2030, so they wouldn't be able to make that trade and meet the demands that the Miami Heat and Pat Riley were asking for Andrew Wiggins. Not only that, but trading both a first-round draft pick before 2028 and an instant impact player like Rui Hachimura would simply be too much in my opinion. I mean, I'd do something like Rui Hachimura with a first-round draft pick swap, but that would be about as far as I would go with it. I think he'd be a fit upgrade compared to Hachimura, better being able to fill that 3-and-D role for their team and potentially in their starting lineup, a need they currently have left on their team in my opinion. If you're looking at it that way, then it would be a worthwhile upgrade, but it's not a big enough upgrade to warrant including a first-round draft pick and or Dalton Knecht with Rui Hachimura in said trade. So in my opinion, they made the right move by not making that trade for Wiggins, at least not for that price. Again, I like him and I like the potential fit of him with their team, but not for the price that Miami wants for him or maybe did want for him. At this point, and now knowing the reported price for him, I'd simply wait it out and maybe circle back at the trade deadline. At that point, if they become sellers and not buyers and aren't doing too well, I imagine that the price for Andrew Wiggins and pretty much for the rest of their team, all the veterans on their team, would be significantly lower than it is right now. So that would be my route if I'm the Lakers here. Maybe try to buy their time and wait until the trade deadline, either for an Andrew Wiggins or maybe some other veteran 3-and-D option on the market. That's when I'd look to put my assets toward that player. The price will likely be lower at that point. They'll have a better idea of their current team and have more time to evaluate their current team. You know, maybe a guy like Jake LaRavia can fill that 3-and-D wing role for their team. Maybe Dalton Knecht can develop and become worth more than he currently is right now. Maybe even Hachimura can take a leap. You really don't know until you give them a shot and some time to actually play that role for their team and show what they can do on the court in this current iteration of their team. Again, I wouldn't completely rule out a trade for Andrew Wiggins, but I definitely would for the short-term future. Between the current price for him, the Miami Heat not negotiating really fairly with the Lakers in my opinion, and the fact that he's not really on the trade block at this point, I'd maybe look toward the future with it, not really care about a trade for him at this point, really ignore it and kind of move on from it, and maybe circle back at the trade deadline if we're even going to try to make a trade for him at all. But I think that'll pretty much do it for this one. And if you enjoyed the video, then I would greatly appreciate it if you dropped a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell to never miss out when I upload a video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day or night.